Hey everyone, Attorney Matthew Legan Sanchez here. Today let's talk about discovery during your divorce in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Discovery during your divorce in Albuquerque is uncovering all of the necessary information that you need to complete your divorce. There's two options with discovery. There's formal and there's informal. Now with formal, you send interrogatories and requests for production of documents, which is a court document that formally requests a wide range of information. With informal, you request the information through either verbally, email, or writing. In both situations, you're going to need your bank account information, your credit card information, your tax information, information on your assets like your home, your car, or any other big assets. All of this information is necessary in order to divide your community assets and debts. And also your financial information like last year's taxes, your last 4 pay stubs is going to be necessary to calculate child support if children are involved with the divorce. The 3 most common ways to answer a discovery question are not applicable, to provide the information, or you can file an objection. You can object to a specific request with a specific objection. If you don't object and you don't put not applicable, then you need to provide the information, or they can follow up with a letter requesting for you to provide the requested information. Do I have to provide the information that they're requesting in discovery? There's 2 arguments to whether or not you have to provide. Now, the argument for as much information as possible is you're entitled to the information if it's relevant and if it's not privileged. And privileged information could be attorney-client relationship information, medical HIPAA information, or other privileged information. Now, the more narrow argument where you don't want to provide it is that it's privileged information or it's just unreasonably burdensome. Those are the 2 different arguments whether discovery needs to be provided. Now, in reality, though, the 2 arguments are pretty vague. You can make pretty good arguments either way, expanded or narrowed. But in reality, if you don't provide the information, the other party or attorney, they can follow up with a good faith letter. And if you don't provide it after the good faith letter, they can file a motion to compel. And if this motion to compel is filed, you're going to have to bring the issue before the court, which can make your divorce more stretched out, more expensive, more stressful. So the moral of the story with discovery is, if it's not applicable, check not applicable. If it's something that you can easily provide, like bank account statements, provide it. Because if you don't provide it and you object, they're going to follow up with a good faith letter, and then you may end up in court, and it may take months for you to get into court in order to address the issue. So why is all of this discovery necessary? Why do I have to give my bank account information, my credit card information, my retirement information, all that information? This information, discovery, is needed to do an assets and liabilities worksheet where you determine how much of the community property, the community assets and debts is on your side and on your spouse's side, and then you're going to have to do an equalization. And it's also necessary for child support. So all of this information ultimately is needed in order to complete your divorce. And if you can't agree through settlement or mutual agreement, the information is going to be an exhibit in your divorce trial. Do you have more questions about discovery during divorce or a child custody case in Albuquerque, New Mexico? If so, call me. Call attorney Matthew Legan Sanchez at 505-SANCHEZ, and I can answer your questions about discovery, about divorce, about child custody case. Call 505-SANCHEZ today.